Get ready for a high school action on the place for local sports, The Score. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college. Over 40 academic degrees and certificates and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Joseph's Market, Front Street, Waterville, famous for fine meats. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. And by Computer Improvements, Water Street, Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon and welcome to Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, where this afternoon it all begins. The Score's fall sports schedule gets underway with the defending Class A field hockey champions, the Skowhegan Riverhawks, hosting the Brewer Witches. Welcome to the broadcast and welcome to the fall sports season and welcome to Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. I'm Mike Violet. I'll bring you the play-by-play this afternoon. A.J. Knight is alongside for the ride in this one. A.J., first of all, good to see you again and welcome to our fall sports schedule here on The Score. We are going to be busy for the next 2.5 months.
Factual. You can tell it's been a minute, too. It took a second here getting reacquainted with the equipment. It's been a second since we finished up Legion baseball, but good game to get a refresher, and I actually did one of the Skowhegan games last year. I think it was actually the quarterfinal game by myself, and then I got to call them in their state championship revenge, I should say, more than anything. And, you know, it's always good to start with one of the best in the state, regardless of sport.
Exactly, and there are several interesting angles to this game today. Obviously, Skowhegan, again, reloading, trying to defend their championship. That's one big thing. Item number 2 in this one here today, it happens to be Coach Paula Dowdy's birthday. Coach Dowdy is 71 years old today, so happy birthday to Paula Dowdy.
I think did I see too correctly? She got.
You're stealing my thunder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Don't get ahead.
No,
of me.
you're right. You go.
Item number 2 is if she gets a win here today, it will be career win number 600. And item number 3, just 2 days ago, Paula Dowdy. It was announced that she is being inducted into the National Field Hockey Hall of Fame.
I did see that correctly.
Other than that, these are quiet times for Paula Dowdy.
I was reading about that, and I wanted to make sure I read it right because the slug for it, which was my favorite, was that there wasn't a whole lot that Paula Dowdy hadn't done. I was like, yeah, I mean, what, last year they won 18th Field Hockey State Championship?
118, I think, something like that. It's some crazy number. They simply never lose. And the one thing she hasn't accomplished, 600 wins, and that's on the table here this afternoon. Not many have accomplished 600 wins. Those 599 wins she has are combined with 91 losses. That's it. In a 43-year career, this is her 43rd year at the helm of this field hockey program.
Doing some rough math. That's 6 wins for every loss. That's pretty good.
That is pretty doggone good. So 20 state championships, 27 Eastern and Northern Maine championships, 19 KVAC championships. And the opposition today, the Brewer Witches, this is a good field hockey program that Jamie Emerson has. They were a playoff team a year ago. They lost to Oxford Hills in the semifinals. They were the number 7 seed in the North.
Also worth noting, this Brewer team was the only team to score in the regular season against the Skowhegan team.
That's a footnote that certainly is worth mentioning. As you can see, we have a magnificent day here today. The temperature around 70, a little breezy, but full-blown sunshine. The field is in excellent condition as always. It is a great grass surface here. Certainly field hockey is a much quicker, faster game on the natural turf. But as far as the artificial turf, but as far as natural turf is concerned, you're not going to find a better surface in Maine.
What I'm hearing is home field advantage. Is that what I heard? Skowhegan get a little home field advantage on a slower field?
It certainly doesn't hurt, that's for sure. But you know what? Skowhegan can play any way you want to play. You want to go slow, they can do that. You want to go fast, they can do that as well. We'll take a timeout. We will come back with the opening face-off. The Skowhegan Riverhawks and the Brewer Witches getting it on in high school field hockey, Class A style. It's coming up after this on The Score.
I came for a visit, and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally tackle that window project, here it is. Renewal by Anderson's incredible Window Replacement Days. Get all the benefits of Renewal by Anderson's exclusive and easy replacement window process. And save a lot of money while you're at it. An immediate design consultation, exclusive Fibrix composite material windows, and precise installation by highly trained certified master installers. You get it all during Renewal by Anderson's Window Replacement Days. Call Renewal by Anderson today and take advantage of this limited time offer and special financing.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
Nothing brings people together like good food, so when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta, so there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards, so be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer? Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades. And Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Notice? Very beautiful.
Thank you, Evelyn. Great
Mike
job.
Violet, AJ Knight. Our videographer today is Galen Neal. We are back here live at Skowhegan High School, where we just had I would say a rousing rendition of the national anthem done by Evelyn LaCroix, who's a junior at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. Beautifully done.
Very smart to lead with your best foot. It's going to be hard to top that the rest of the fall season.
Indeed. She has set the tone for national anthem singers for the rest of the season as we watch Evelyn go down to the sidelines to watch this game. So here we go. Skowhegan in the white this afternoon. They're home whites under Paula Dowdy and Jamie Emerson's Brewer, which is wearing their black uniforms on just a spectacular day to play. Temperature right around 70 degrees. We've got a breeze. And headed into goal down to our left is Macy Morneau as Skowhegan continues to huddle up.
Well, you don't win nearly 600 games and lose only not even 100 without taking advantage of every second you can.
Yes, and for the 43rd season, Paula Dowdy will guide this Skowhegan team, which does nothing but win. Michaela Provost, ready to go in goal. Down to our right. And we are just about set. Apologies before we get started for what will be a couple of obstructed views. Obviously, the Skowhegan field hockey awning, if you will, is going to obstruct our view, as is the little timekeepers area at midfield. So apologies for that in advance.
And the American flag.
And the American flag, which gets in the way from time to time as well. We're good with that. We make do with what we've got. We work with what we've got, and we are ready to go. Skowhegan goes right to left, Brewer from left to right, and we are underway here at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. That is Layla Conway right in the middle of things as always. And Conway belts it in, picked off by Brewer. And the Witches work it up. Isabella Pierce. Bella Pierce standing with the ball now. Flips it up high.
High stick there, I think, for Brewer. Quick reset.
Skowhegan right back in the offensive zone. There's Conway. Conway, one of the great returners here, a whistle and a violation on Skowhegan.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like the opening game of the season, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got some rust to knock off. You had some rust to knock off setting up the equipment.
That's an understatement.
Took a hot minute, and may take a hot couple of minutes for the kinks to get worked out here. That's Jayla Gentry checking the play at midfield.
And worth noting, too, this Brewer team extremely young. Only one senior on the official varsity roster.
Yeah, and Skowhegan not exactly filled with grizzled veterans either, as it's played by Abby Flagg, a freshman. You might recall we saw her older sister, Allie Flagg, play basketball for the Brewer Witches last year, a point guard, a really, really good one. She's a junior now.
Dynamic.
Really, really good. Brewer with the steal, Witches over midfield. Play stopped up there by Gemma Kennedy. Taken back, however, by Bella Pierce. Pierce plays it to the middle to Allie Flagg. Allie wearing the number 1. And over on the far side, Sedalia Savage. Savage slaps it out on the far side. Pretty good crowd has come out for the opener.
I've never held a field hockey ball before, but I imagine it's pretty sturdy considering you have to whack up those clubs. That's pretty close for the crowd. I got to be honest, if one goes awry.
Yeah. They wear shin guards for a reason.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
Like 89 million years ago, I was watching a field hockey game after a football practice at Waterville High School, like back in the mid-'70s. And one of those balls got me right in the thigh. Ooh. It did not feel good.
Ooh. Asking for a Charlie
It was
horse.
a very unpleasant feeling. Kennedy with a shot in deep as Skowhegan threatens for the first time.
Speaking of which, I think it was off the shin guard of the goalie there.
And now breaking it out, Brewer, but a whistle, and it's going to go back to Skowhegan. So the Riverhawks with a chance to set up. They work it out front to Savage. Savage slides it in to Ellie Quinn, a really good scoring returning junior for Skowhegan. She wears number 17. One of the key players coming back for the Hawks.
Fortunately, couldn't keep that one in as it went out of bounds. It goes back to Brewer.
Lucia Siren trying to keep it in. Brewer trying to work it out. Witches get it over midfield. No score. We're just underway here in the first. 11:50 left in the first quarter. It is high school field hockey. Our season opener this afternoon here on the Score between the Skowhegan Riverhawks and the Brewer Witches. Skowhegan has really had the lone opportunity in the offensive zone. Here's Pierce. Pierce backs in. Nice move. Gets inside the circle. With Michaela Provost out pretty deep. In her goal, Brewer working it in. Still inside the circle for the Witches. Good job there by Allie Flagg, but now Skowhegan is able to come away with it. But Brewer intercepts. Witches break it down inside the 25. Right there it goes, and a stoppage, a violation. This will go to Brewer. A breakup, though. That was beautifully done by Quinn. And Quinn clears. And right along the sideline, Brewer works it up to midfield. No score. Quinn at midfield. Whistle. This will go to Brewer. It's whacked in. Nice pass over to an open side to Abby Flagg. Flagg veers down the right. Slowed. Flagg Dumps it ahead. Now it's going to be a Brewer ball on the right sideline. This is Abby Flagg, a freshman. Back outside the 25. Skowhegan, though, with a good check. And the Riverhawks come away with it.
Skowhegan do a nice job playing clean defense as Brewer now starting to gain some offensive possession time, not drawing those whistles.
Stolen back here by Allie Flagg. Stolen back by Skowhegan, Sedalia Savage. Stolen back by Brewer. Button, who's got the button? Flagg and Savage, a pair of ones going at it. Up the far side, running up there to keep it going. Sadie Persaud. And it's a Brewer ball on the far sideline. Back to midfield for the Witches. Good job by Atwood there to pull it back to herself. Atwood lost it, though. Atwood able to get it back. Atwood clears it up. Kept in by Brewer. Nice stick handle. Witches on the fly. It's a terrific job there by Bella Pierce. Gets it inside the 25. Worked out, though, by Skowhegan. Here come the Riverhawks. Open is Conway. Picked off, though. Conway, though, jumps up. Gets it to midfield. Curls it in. Here comes Skowhegan. Quinn ahead of the play. Quinn will watch it go out.
Good look there. Just too much oomph.
Yep.
Nice job by Brewer, though. How about that? Obviously, you got to score against the Skowhegan team when you can, but maintaining a lot of offensive possession time, a good way to do it.
Yeah, Skowhegan can't score when they don't have the ball, even if you're not getting a whole lot of pressure on. All right, in the middle, Conway with the turnaround. That is kicked. It's cleared. Right there is Quinn, and Quinn scores. Ellie Quinn, so dangerous, in front of the net, and at the 6:36 mark, Skowhegan jumps out with their first goal of the season, scored by Ellie Quinn.
That one just kind of right place, right time. As you saw there on the replay, just the defense trying to do their job to slow it down and end up pulling the goalie out of position. Ended up giving up kind of a garbage goal.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Morneau. She came out, kind of got caught out. Morneau is a junior. Kind of got caught out of position, and Quinn behind her, and an easy goal for Ellie. She won't score many easier than that. Skowhegan up 1-0. Today's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
It's kind of curious, too, how that goal changes momentum and Skowhegan's threatening here again.
Yeah, sometimes when Skowhegan gets old Mr. Momentum going, it's like a snowball going down a hill, and you're powerless to stop it.
And again, not the same Skowhegan team as you talked about, a little bit more. There's some seniors, but not as veteran as maybe they're normally used to, but still, obviously, Skowhegan's been a field hockey factory. But they only allowed 6 total goals last year.
Yeah, they just don't allow many, that's for sure. One of the goals they gave up last year was to Brewer.
2, actually.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
2 to Brewer, and I believe I was here for that one, if I'm not mistaken. That was early in the year.
Yeah, very early.
And they obviously tightened up the defense. Only gave up 2 more in the regular season than 2 in the state game that they won against Chevrolet 3-2.
Talk about dramatic. They scored that one in basically the last possible second. Revenge for them.
Yep. That was the ultimate revenge game, was it not?
Yeah, 17-1 the year before, losing to Chevrolet in the state championship. 18-0 last year, beating Chevrolet in the state championship.
All right, here's Conway curling in after grabbing that pass. Conway loses it, though. And it's going to go to Brewer, which is in their own zone, trailing 1-0. 6.5 to go in the first. A fan job there. And now it's going to go back to Conway. Conway belts it in. Kicked out there by the goalkeeper, Morneau. Skowhegan trying to push. Jumping up now for the Riverhawks is Charlotte Haney wearing number 10. Haney, we got a whistle behind the play and a violation on Skowhegan. Gentry jumps up, tries to slow it down. She does. Jayla with a nice job, but an accidental trip there, and that's going to go back.
That was a great opportunity for Skowhegan. Just couldn't get enough on it.
Violation here on Skowhegan. Played ahead now by Laura Stewart. On the check for For Skowhegan, it's Laney LeBlanc, ever dangerous, wearing number 6. It's going to be a Brewer ball outside the 25. Michaela Provost in goal. Provost getting the start, at least in game 1, a junior. Their other goalkeeper is freshman Riley Heward. So Provost, the veteran, starts the year. Her first year as the starter, if it stays that way. Steal by Brewer, back inside the 25. Witches looking to get on the attack. They've really not gotten close. Conway doing the checking down there. Look at that. That was almost the old Michigan hockey play there, putting the ball on the blade of the stick and carrying it. And Gary Gorman, referee, pulling a card out.
I think a little forearm shimmy, I think you see a little frustration. Brewer, again, had done a nice job for a stretch there, having like offensive possession time. But I think you see a little bit of frustration because once they get inside that box, they really haven't been able to get into any threatening position.
All right, Skowhegan ball with a 1-0 lead on a goal by Quinn at 6:36. Ellie with the first goal of the year for Skowhegan. Riverhawks with the ball. All right, here's the whistle.
Jordan Williams taking that penalty.
Savage. It's going to go to Brewer. Flag. Plays it back over in the middle. So the Witches down a player. It's wrapped in. It gets up and it's kicked out there by the Skowhegan goalkeeper, Provost. And she handles it for the first time. And we are going to get a corner.
That was a nice job there. It's an opportunity to shoot for Brewer, but just a good save. Like you said, kick save there. Challenging it, too, going up and not waiting on it.
All right, Lydia Jordan makes the play. Gets it out to Flag. Ball is blocked and cleared out by Skowhegan. Great job by the Riverhawks. Savage stole that pass, and they work it out. Conway's ahead of the pack. Conway laid it over on the left side for Noyes, and it's in. 2-0 Skowhegan on a goal by Layla Conway.
And that one started completely with Conway. Not Conway. I think it was Quinn who took it away there. It was 3-0.
Time of the goal, 11:05. And when it's 3-0, you kind of got to like your chances. Timeout with 3:55 left in the first quarter. The score from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. Skowhegan 2, Brewer 0. We're back on the score after this.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
Back live here at Skowhegan High School. Layla Conway just scored the first of what will probably be, 25 or 30 goals this year. Let's get a look.
There you see it was the Provost, or excuse me, not Provost. Savage completely took that away. It was 3-0, and then Conway just took it herself. They're back up there for days.
Yeah, I thought she was going to kick it over to Noyes. I anticipated way too soon, and Conway, being the gunner that she is, buried it, and it's 2-0 Skowhegan. So a timeout called by Jamie Emerson, the Brewer head coach. You want to nip this in the bud, try to stop the bleeding here. And so the TO and Skowhegan and Brewer are ready to face it off with the Riverhawks up 2-0. Here comes Flag. Flag like she is on the basketball court in the middle of everything here on the field hockey field. a dynamic little point guard for them. Brewers had the ball on the Skowhegan side of midfield, but that hasn't translated into much.
Again, they've gotten inside that first box, but when it comes to the scoring opportunities inside the circles, they just pressured so much they can't even really make passes.
All right, Conway at midfield, and it's poked out.
And again, as we said, Skowhegan only gave up 6 goals total last season in 18 games. So getting down too early in the first, 2-0 early in the first, not a recipe for success for the upset.
Nope. Like to get the next goal if you're the Brewer Witches, that's for sure. We want to welcome some new sponsors to the Score this fall. Computer Improvements on Water Street in Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Glad to have them aboard. Here on Water Street in Skowhegan. All whistle dead.
I bet they're cheering for the Riverhawks.
I would think there's a strong possibility.
Nothing against Brewer, but I think Computer Improvement's cheering for the Riverhawks.
Yeah, if you're from Brewer, though, and you need a computer fix, they'll still fix it.
Yeah, no, they will.
Okay.
We'll no markup either.
Right. It's a good thing to add. Little asterisk beside that one. All right.
Lawrence, though, I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're from Fairfield and you come up 201 there. Maybe a 20% surcharge. No, I'm kidding. In front, there's a wide open net, and the shot is wide by Charlotte Haney.
Several players got a good shot of that. But like you said, Haney finally able to get good contact, just goes wide with it. Good centering pass there.
Yep.
A lot of girls had a shot at it.
A lot of open net there. Charlotte Haney probably puts that in 99 times out of 100. Ball stopped at midfield, and they're going to play it back in and give it to the other team.
Bad spot for Brewer to be in here. Skowhegan going to be, 15 yards out, max, if that.
Sedalia Savage. Going to tee it up. Savage lays it back to LeBlanc. Laney rolls it up inside the crease. Ball is loose, still loose. It is Morneau trying to kick at it. Now it's out. And Brewer trying to clear, and they will get it. So the Witches survive.
Morneau a save on that one. I think she got at least one there.
All right.
A lot of traffic.
Picked off by Haney. Now stolen back LeBlanc. LeBlanc rolls it up. Conway is there. Layla shoots, and did it go over?
Just over.
Okay.
She was looking top shelf there and almost got it.
50 seconds left in the first. It's 2-0 Skowhegan. Goals by Quinn and Conway. All right, let's see if Brewer can muster a rush here in the final 40. Smacked up by Flag, picked off. Skowhegan lays it back in. It rolls side to Noyes, and it goes out. Noyes at the side of the net. Sophie was right there, and the junior forward, it was moving too fast. She couldn't.
Bouncing puck.
Tamp it back down, exactly. That was a fastball.
Oh, you said Noyes right there on the backside. That was a great opportunity there. Just couldn't get stick on it.
Now here's Haney, and that'll run out the clock. Well, they blow it dead. 8 seconds left. Actually, the clock is going to run. And this will run out the clock.
Brewer just going to keep it away and get out of the quarter.
Yep, here we go. That is the end of one. Skowhegan off to a flying start in defense of their Class A championship. Our score, the Skowhegan Riverhawks 2, Brewer, which is nothing. This is live coverage of high school field hockey on the Score.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally tackle that window project, here it is. Renewal by Anderson's incredible window replacement days. Get all the benefits of Renewal by Anderson's exclusive and easy replacement window process. And save a lot of money while you're at it. An immediate design consultation, exclusive Fibrix composite material windows, and precise installation by highly trained certified master installers. You get it all during Renewal by Anderson's window replacement days. Call Renewal by Anderson today and take advantage of this limited time offer and special financing.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Welcome back to Skowhegan High School on a sun-splashed Thursday afternoon. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Galen Neal is our videographer. We are between the first and second period. Skowhegan with a 2-0 jump. They have scored 2 here in the first as Ellie Quinn scored at 6:36. Layla Conway at 11:05. It's 2-0 Skowhegan. So Paula Dowdy is 1/4 of the way to win number 600 in her illustrious career.
Pretty good.
All right, goalkeepers back out. Michaela Provost to our right and Macy Morneau to our left. Skowhegan wearing the home whites and Brewer with their road blacks. And we are ready to roll here. We'll be right back here at Skowhegan tomorrow night, down behind the high school at Reggie Clark Memorial Field for our first Friday Night Lights high school football game as Skowhegan begins defensive its Class B football championship, taking on the Wyndham Eagles at 7 o'clock. AJ and I will be there for that one.
Transition period for them too, right?
Yep.
Savage, the Flying LePages.
Yep, definitely.
McEwen, a lot of seniors on that last
Quincy
year's
McRae,
team.
They were loaded, no question about it, but maybe not to the level of the field hockey team, but often Skowhegan reloads. I think they'll be a bit of a learning curve this year, but we'll find out what they're made of. Wyndham's always tough from the SMAA. So tomorrow night at 7, again, audio and video coverage at 1160thescore.com and centralmainsports.com, as always, brought to you by CMCC. A giveaway. Skowhegan with it. Brewer with it. Got the two teams with the same colors, basically. And on the breakout, here is Skowhegan. That's Conway. Conway right down Broadway. Check that at Savage. Sedalia Savage. Look at the stick-handling move she makes. She goes in, shoots, and it gets knocked wide.
How about that, Morneau, with a big challenge there, and then the traffic defense bailed her out as the ball squirted behind her, and they knock it out of bounds.
Boy, that was some dazzling stick work there by Sedalia Savage. She is really good with the ball. Ooh. Boy, up front, that caught a piece.
No whistle, really?
Was it Conway that got a piece of that, or was it Lainey LeBlanc got a piece of that? It was Lainey.
Yeah, she caught, I think, a little temple action on it for it, too. I was surprised there wasn't a whistle. Everybody else kind of stopped for a second, too, and now we get the penalty. I guess there's a delayed call there.
Yeah, so there will be.
It's a corner here for Skowhegan. Yep.
Here's the slide out to Savage. Savage knocks it down, stick handles, goes inside, shoots and scores! It is Kaylee Bruce with a great dish by Savage. It's 3-0 Skowhegan.
Nice play there. Savage been very content, been one of the players to kind of go one-on-one there, and just a nice dump off on the backside.
That was a beautiful pass. Time of the goal, 2:04. So Bruce from Savage on the nice dish. And Skowhegan has scored 3. They lead it 3-0.
Look like they kind of pick off right where they left last year. Huh?
Ellie Quinn checking out, and checking in is Daja Alberico. Daja, a sophomore, coming in. 3-0. Ball lobbed in. Skowhegan with control up to LeBlanc. It's picked off, though, but knocked right back by Savage. Boy, she's such a good player. Savage up to Noyes. Noyes back to Savage. They're a team. Savage over to Noyes. Sophie slows it down. Sophie try to find some wiggle room. Can't, and it's stolen by Brewer. Flag stole it, but for the moment, because Jayla Gentry jumped up. Jayla reverses that stick back in the middle for Savage. Savage, a slapper, trying to get it inside the circle. Ball is loose. Conway right there. Gentry jumps up. Conway trying to go over to the other side to Savage. Savage fanned on the shot. Loose ball there right at the edge of the circle. Now Gentry. Jayla winds up, shoots. It's blocked in front. Loose ball. Conway trying to sweep at it. Far side, Skowhegan. Not letting up here, leading 3-0. Right in front. Loose ball to Gentry. Gentry slides it up. It's blocked. Loose there at the side. Noyes pokes at it. And finally we get a call here. And it is going to stay
with the Riverhawks.
Yep.
And starting to see there, not surprised. You score a couple goals, you start to settle in a little bit. Now that aggressiveness of the Skowhegan. I think you see, too, if you watch, Brewer kind of waits. Skowhegan goes to the ball, and that's kind of been the difference here, especially in the offensive end here early in the second period.
Skowhegan really exerting their will. All right, they'll try it from the other side here. Conway with a shot blocked, and it's going to go to Brewer, which is looking to get some offense going. Something sustained would be nice. Up to Stewart. Stewart turned back by Gentry. Skowhegan 3, Brewer 0. Look at Gentry working and finally steals it. Some great checking by Jayla. Now Noyes and Gentry. Gentry with it. And Jayla still with it. Yep, that was a violation on Brewer. Jayla fanned on the pass there. Back to Bruce. Kaylee. Trying to go to Savage in the middle. It's picked off by Stewart. Picked back off, though, by Savage. Savage tries a shot. It's blocked, and it's going to go to Brewer. Which is trying to relieve some pressure. Up to flag. Turned right back, though, by Lucia Searin. But now Brewer with it over midfield. Which is down 3-0.
LeBlanc nearly threaded the needle to Noyes there on the backside.
That was close. Noyes kind of floating up there. It almost got that pass. Noyes with it now. Here is Laney LeBlanc. Can't get control of it. And it's scooped up by Stewart. Stewart to midfield. Slaps it over midfield. But jumping up and stealing it there, Gemma Kennedy. Kennedy wide of Bruce, but Noyes comes up. Or comes back into the play, and on the sidelines, a whistle. Skowhegan's ball. Savage. Pass is partially blocked. Brewer comes away with it. Savage stays right in the play, though. Got a piece of that with her stick. LeBlanc jumps up, missed it on the pickoff, but it's going to go to Skowhegan anyway.
I mean, how about Skowhegan? Basically between Gentry, Savage, Bruce, to a certain extent, Noyes is kind of their offensive front, just almost able to control the entire midfield there so that the defense can get a break, the offensive players can kind of cherry pick a little bit.
LeBlanc out, Quinn back in for the Riverhawks as Laney talks to Paula Dowdy on the sidelines. Midfield, smacked in by Kennedy. Ball out, though.
And just the entire tone, too. Skowhegan much more aggressive and just drawing so many whistles as Brewer can't even get it past midfield.
Here's Quinn. Ellie rolls it up. Got it inside to Conway. Look out. Layla Conway trying to get inside the circle. Backhanded it up. Now has it at the circle. Turns. Slaps it inside. Loose ball comes out. We get a whistle.
And Skowhegan draws another corner.
Yep, another corner. And Skowhegan with a 3-0 lead, under 8 minutes to go in the first. Yeah, they'll do it from the right side of Morneau.
Conway going to take the corner.
Layla has it teed up. Pass goes outside the circle, and the long shot there by Searing is blocked.
Looking for Savage, but it rolled over her stick.
Now Kennedy. Gemma. Up to Savage. Savage open space. Savage slides it up. It rolls right there to the side. Loose ball. Morneau comes out. And it's given to Brewer.
A little contact there between Conway and Morneau. Good luck. She's just standing there backside, just couldn't control the pass.
Boy, Skowhegan is all over it now. They are really exerting their will. Quinn. Ellie. Wheels and deals. And a block. It's going to stay with Skowhegan.
Tried to get the quick restart, but the ref not going to let him have that one.
All right, Savage. Lay it back. Out to Kennedy. Gemma kind of fanned on that. A Brewer pickoff. The Witches looking to work it out. Midfield, they don't even get that far before Savage stopped it. Now they get it back. 6:25 left in the first half. 3-0 Skowhegan. Riverhawks, as you can see, on every single loose ball. Here is Bruce. Bruce, a beeline pass. They get it up. Skowhegan working it over to Siren. Siren can't break away, though. Siren, though, back in the play. Siren keeps it alive on the offensive side of things. And now it's going to go to Brewer.
Just feels like Brewer's just trying to get to half at this point at a 3-0 deficit.
I think you're right now just trying to hold on. You don't want to give up that next goal. I mean, 4 goals is an astronomical deficit to make up, even against a slightly better than average team in field hockey. But against a team like Skowhegan, which rarely gets scored on, and certainly rarely gets scored on at home, it is not easy. All right, Skowhegan ball right at the 25. It's Quinn. Actually, no, they're going to go over inside the 25.
Yeah, 15 of 18 games last year for Skowhegan shutouts.
Savage. Rolls it up, and it went out.
Tried to thread the needle there, got a deflection, but I think a whistle here against Brewer.
So Skowhegan ball outside the circle. Savage rolls it up to the top. Sedalia lays it back to Quinn. Ellie whacks it up, and that makes it out.
Man, nobody could quite gather it, but it just this second quarter, it's been all Skowhegan. Brewer, if they've gotten past half midfield, it's been seconds on 2 hands you can count.
Yep. If we were running a clock on time of possession in the other team's side, it would be, I think, less than a minute for Brewer the Skowhegan zone in the second period. Skowhegan has really dominated. Ball at midfield or near it now, so they are going to get it over. They do. Up to Flag. Flag rolls away from the defender. Coming out of the net to kick it here is Provost, and she kicks it right out on the near side.
Nice job by Provost. Flag was able to get that one to Richards. Richards just couldn't quite get control of it and get a shot on goal.
4 minutes left in the first half. It's 3-0 Skowhegan. Riverhawks looking to get control of it here, but on the right side, it's Abby Flag. Flag taken away by Gentry. Gentry, and that's out. Trying to go to Noise. Too hard, and she couldn't keep it in play. Taken back now by Lydia Jordan. Jordan to Flag. Flag. Blindsided there by Quinn, and Quinn up over midfield. Quinn trying to go up the right side for Alberico. Stolen back by Brewer. Alberico back with it at midfield. Daja Alberico in the middle for Quinn. Quinn belts it up. There's Noise. Noise to Conway. Conway's open. Conway to the net. Conway goes in, falls down, and after she lost her footing, gets back up. Goalkeeper Morneau is also back in the play, and Brewer manages to keep it out.
I don't know how.
I don't know either. Boy, Conway is so deadly and close like that. Actually, when she's not even that close, but when she's that close, usually she buries it.
Well, credit to Brewer's defense as a whole as well, because Conway was just boxing Morneau out, trying to get control of the ball. Nice job playing whistle-free defense there to not give up the 4th goal.
2.5 to go in the first half. 3-0 Skowhegan. Quinn. Quinn. Kind of lost it. Scooted it back to Savage. Savage over to Gentry. Gentry back to Savage. Savage in the zone. Look at the fancy stick handle. Savage goes down. Savage shoots. It's kicked out by Morneau. Savage with a nice move to the net. Now back outside to Bruce. Kept in by Gentry. Now to Quinn. Ellie's got a goal here in the first half and a violation on Brewer. So Quinn right at the edge of the circle. Trying to stick handle, taken away.
A nice defensive work there by that was Stewart to take it away and then draws the whistle to get the restart. Fortunately, the whiff on the penalty, the free hit.
Savage. It's blocked. She got stuffed. Savage back with it. Savage gets it up. There's Conway in front. Lost her footing again, or some traction at least, and now cleared up by Brewer. Brewer played some decent defense there. But Gentry steals it. Whistle. It goes to Brewer.
How about Morneau playing a heck of a game here?
Stolen by Gentry. 1 minute to go in the first half. Up to Noyes. Goes wide, and Morneau will let it go wide.
49 seconds left here. I tell you what, if you're Brewer, I think you go into halftime kind of breathing a sigh of relief with the first quarter because the way Skowhegan has dominated possession, to give up just one, I think you take as a win.
Yeah, the Skowhegan Riverhawks scored 2 in the first and only 1 here in the second, despite the fact that they've dominated play much more, I think, from a territorial standpoint in the second period.
Completely agree.
They have buzzed Morneau here in the first half, but specifically in the second period. Kennedy belts it out to midfield. Goes out. And just time for Brewer to get it in. Stolen by Conway, and that's going to run the clock out for the first half. So Skowhegan begins defense of its Class A Field Hockey Championship with a solid first half here on their home field as they score 2 in the first and 1 in the second and have a 3-goal lead here at halftime. Our score from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School is Skowhegan 3 and Brewer nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Galen Neal is our videographer. We are back here live at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, and it is halftime. And halftime is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. Find them online at hammondlumber.com. And as we recap the scoring in the first half, which is brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. It could be worse from the Brewer Witches' perspective. They're down 3-0. That's bad enough. But from the it could be worse department, it could be worse because the territorial edge held by Skowhegan in the second period was significant. Quinn and Conway scored in the first for Skowhegan at 6:36 and 11:05. Then Kaylee Bruce from Savage on a great setup at 2:04 of the second to make it 3-0. But it could be worse. I might have said that.
Yeah, no, I think Brewer, you can count, I would say probably 2 legitimate possessions in the second quarter where they were past midfield and sort of in the offensive, in range of an offensive strike. Skowhegan, on the other hand, just seemed to live down at the Brewer Inn, and if it wasn't for Monod, it's probably 6-0.
Yeah, she made some good saves in the first and second periods for sure. Macy Morneau, the junior goaltender for Jamie Emerson and the Brewer Witches, and Skowhegan buzzed her big time in the second period, though. The territorial edge was huge, and not only did they have the ball inside midfield on the Brewer side, inside the circle, it was significant, and literally inside the goal crease area, if you will. It was there was a lot of traction, and it was very busy.
Yeah, a lot like field hockey, other hockey, right? If you can possess in the other end, usually you pepper the goalie with enough shots. Some of them will go in. On top of that, with the sticks, you draw some whistles, you get some corners. That just means you get better looks. And Skowhegan, just really aggressive, was first to the ball and able to draw a lot of whistles in the second quarter, set up a couple corners. And I think, again, like you said, Brewer takes a win out of the fact that despite the lack of possession in the second quarter, they gave up 1 goal.
Yeah, so that happened, and they were dominated specifically in the second quarter. So if you're Jamie Emerson, what's the antidote? How do you work yourself out of this? Obviously, possession is huge. Getting possession and establishing some quality offensive zone possession time is huge, and you work from that. I think you start out trying to get possession in the offensive zone, then inside the circle, and see what you can do there. I think one begets the other. You get possession inside the circle, and maybe you can turn it into some goal-scoring opportunities. But Michaela Provost has had a pretty quiet first half.
Yeah, I think I got her down for 1 save. There was an opportunity there late in the second quarter, but Flagg had a really nice pass. I think it was to Richards, who just couldn't quite control it and get it redirected towards the goal. I think possession, obviously, like you said, one of the things, though, fundamentally, I think almost adequate in any sport, right? Come back to the ball. One of the differences that really, I felt like, started to stand out in the second quarter is Skowhegan cuts to passes or cuts to attempted passes and is able to cut them off, whereas Brewer's more so waiting for them, and that was a little bit of the difference, I think, especially when you're trying to clear if you're Brewer.
Halftime brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Hammond Lumber, your building project partner. Find them online at hammondlumber.com. So Paula Dowdy halfway home to win number 600. She came into today with 599 wins and with a 3-0 lead, halfway home to win number 600. We'll take a break. Back with second half action. It's Skowhegan 3, Brewer nothing. You're watching high school field hockey on The Score.
Nothing brings people together like good food. So when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta. So there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards. So be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer? Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here live at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, getting ready for the second half of this high school field hockey game between the Skowhegan Riverhawks and the Brewer Witches. Skowhegan on top here 3-0. They scored twice in the first on goals by Ellie Quinn and Layla Conway, and one in the second by Kaylee Bruce. Riverhawks chomping at the bit. They're out there ready to go. They'll go left to right as we look at it. Kayla Provost running down to our left with Gemma Kennedy. And Brewer defends the goal to our right here in the second half. And Macy Morneau.
Worth noting again as we work from the Skowhegan Field hockey press box, the awning, the scores table, the American flag.
Yes.
If you're watching the stream, might have a few visual impairments.
Those are your obstructed view announcements. All right, we're set to go. Here's second half. Skowhegan 3, Brewer 0. Brewer, a playoff team a year ago, the 7 seed in the North, made it to the semis, lost to Oxford Hills.
The Oxford Hills team ended up giving Skowhegan a pretty good game, I think, too. 3-2 in overtime, I believe.
Skowhegan and Oxford Hills between their field hockey battles and their softball battles. We saw them in softball up at the new University of Maine softball facility in June.
What a game.
It was a great game. At Skowhegan tied in the 7th and then lost at the bottom of the 7th.
Two-run error, if I remember correctly, tied it, and then they got walked off.
All right, wrapped up by Quinn. Quinn ahead for Grace Mayo.
What a save there on the sideline.
Grace, a sophomore, curls it right down to the end line. Inside the circle, whistle.
Skowhegan pick it up right where they left off the second quarter.
Mason Atwood. Atwood rolls it inside, right there in front. It's poked in front of the goalkeeper Morneau, but it never got behind her. Nice chance there for Skowhegan. This offensive possession continues, but now Brewer's going to get it.
I think that was ended up being a pretty good chance there for Alberico, I believe is who it was. Couldn't back hit it past Morneau, though.
All the way back down, and Kennedy will run it down and bring it back. Picked up by Quinn. Ellie will roll it ahead. And Skowhegan, somewhere behind that awning, has the ball. Riverhawks trying to add to a 3-0 lead. Now a whistle.
Savage on a quick restart here. Trying to find backside there. I think that was Quinn again, just couldn't keep it in play.
So it goes to Brewer.
But yet again, I mean, for Brewer, like we said in the first half, can't score if you don't possess it in the offensive end. Skowhegan just dominating, having it in their own offensive end.
All right, Brewer not able to break it out here. Scuttled right back in by Skowhegan. They are relentless on the offensive attack as Kennedy worked it up. Now on the near side, out off Mayo. Ball belongs to Brewer. Let's see what Gilmore can do. Gilmore got turned back. Mayo on the forecheck. Goes back over to Skowhegan. Skowhegan working it on the edge of the circle. And now Brewer's going to get it.
That's some fancy stick work right there.
That's what I call the old Michigan play. Michigan years ago in hockey had a player who put the puck on the blade of his stick, carried it around the net, and literally threw it in. So I call that the Michigan play.
I like it. Good way to show off some stick work there.
But nothing comes of it there. And Skowhegan back with it. Savage has had a dominant first half. 11-11 to go in the second. Skowhegan leading 3-0.
Nice defense there. Is able to draw the penalty draw the out of bounds as Atwood forced it out.
Atwood on the forecheck. Mason backhands it, but it's given to Brewer. We are right back in Skowhegan tomorrow night for football. Skowhegan and Wyndham. Game time 7 o'clock. I don't know if we get a shot of it at some point here on the sidelines. You can see Laney LeBlanc, number 6, with the ice pack on her head. Remember in the first half when we saw Laney maybe get an errant stick to the head? Well, now the ice bag is on the head.
Yeah, I didn't think of it at the time, and I should have. But she came out shortly thereafter, and I wonder if talking to the coach there was, your concussion protocol, basically. Yeah. Hope she's all right.
Extra careful now, as they should be here in 2023 with any kind of head injury. So Laney with the ice bag, obviously a key contributor to this Skowhegan team. She got a smile on her face, so I don't think she's hurt that bad. But again, I am no neurologist.
Yeah, you wonder if, like you said, being careful, obviously, for her health, but also, having a 3-0 lead, you feel like you can be a little bit protective of her.
I don't think there's any great sense of urgency to get her back in the game, so the ice bag stays on the head.
And talking about that, too, what a great chance for another one of the younger players for Skowhegan to get some really good minutes.
Get some reps. Some of these young players that they have getting a chance to play in a Class A game against a good team in Brewer.
Yeah. Well, too, with as Brewer tries to get out of the reset here, turnover. How about, too, with Savage, with Gentry, Noise, when you have those really settled-in players, it allows, I think, Skowhegan to really be free with their substitutions. Not overly aggressive, but really kind of work some players in meaningful spots to just, give your best players a breather because you can rotate some of your big cogs.
Gilmore at midfield for Brewer, stolen by Quinn. Quinn knocks it in. Ellie's got a goal in the first half. Quinn, nice pass up to Mayo. Mayo tries to angle it to the net. It is off a Brewer player. It's going to go to the Witches. So Brewer with a chance to get it out of the zone here. Lydia Jordan knocked it ahead, and it got blocked. This is The Score, Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, Skowhegan, Waterville, Augusta. The place for local sports. 8.5 to go in the third. It is 3-0 Skowhegan. Riverhawks with 2 in the first period, 1 in the second. Jumping up, keeping it alive is Lucia Siren. Siren couldn't do anything with it after knocking it up. Now cleared up by Allie Flagg. Flagg by Kennedy. And all the way back to fetch is Gentry. Jayla checked. Got enough on it. Nope, Mason Atwood couldn't get it. And it's taken down low by Aaliyah Edwards. And got it blown dead. Going back to Brewer, which is with some possession there, but not for long. It was fleeting for sure, that offensive possession ahead for Mayo, but Grace not able to run it down. It goes back to Brewer. And it will be Isabella Pierce. Bella Pierce plays it in. Gets deflected out of bounds.
Camera lady almost got a nice little lump on the shin for her troubles.
Yep, Grace Mayo deflected it out. Now the pass up to Quinn. Quinn, great hands in traffic there. Great stick handle. Quinn up to Mayo. Mayo didn't get much on it there. Gets inside the circle for the moment, but stealing it. Here's Conway. Or check that Savage. Savage shoots, and Savage scores. Sedalia Savage with her first goal of the game, and it's 4-0 Skowhegan.
You see the awning going to pose a couple issues there with that replay, but I can guarantee you Savage did score.
I was able to get a clear view of it by leaning out this side.
Yeah, what you don't see here behind the scenes is Mike Violet just rotating in and out of windows by his ankles, trying to get the best vantage point to give you the call.
Hey, I do what I have to do to get the play called.
We all very much appreciate it.
So Savage.
Yeah, to your point, crazy to think Savage's goal, but I had her down for 2 assists on the in the first half.
Yep, so 3 points already. Savage having a big game, and Skowhegan's lead has increased to 4-0. Stick handling Flagg. Flagg trying to get it up, get some offense going here for Brewer. They have been stuffed. Quinn. Quinn loses it, and now it's given to Brewer. 6.5 to go in the third. It's 4-0 Skowhegan. Glad you're with us on The Score. Many ways to watch, 1160thescore.com, centralmainsports.com.
Where they're archived as well.
Exactly. This game, like every other game we do, will be in the vault. So you can go back and watch it at any time, free of charge. We never charge. Go to centralmainsports.com, click on the vault, go to high school, and there it is.
A shout out to our very own Ryan Bell. He is taking care of those, and if you do not see them quick enough, I will send him an angry email.
Right. A very threatening email that I'm sure will make him quiver in his soccer cleats.
He got 2 games this weekend. Good luck to him.
Yes, playing down at Dean College.
I was trying to work. We'll be at, like you said, Skowhegan tomorrow night. Nokomis is playing Saturday. We were going to try and get to that. Unfortunately, can't. I was trying to get Mr. Newport himself up for that one, but he's playing 2 games. He went to college on a scholarship. Probably ought to make those games.
Many people think Cooper Flagg is the king of Newport. It is, in fact, Ryan Bell. We can vouch for that.
We can. Also, speaking of Mr. Newport, I believe it was a Legion game that him and I did that you were not there for. He let me know that in a middle school basketball camp, he actually beat Cooper Flagg one-on-one.
He dunked on Cooper Flagg?
That's what I heard. So I think really the way that works out is the reason Cooper Flagg's the number 1 recruit in the nation is because Ryan Bell beat him in middle school. That was his cut Michael Jordan moment.
I need video of that or I ain't believing it. I think Cooper Flagg, when he was 18 months old, could dunk on Ryan Bell. I believe that. All right, Skowhegan with the offense here and a kick out there by Morneau that you did not see, I don't think, that I was able to see. She kicked the ball to the far side.
The save is Savage trying to get that one in. A lot of traffic there. Again, Brewer able to get out of it. As Savage takes that one out of the air.
Yep, flipped up. Savage knocked it down. Sedalia takes a trip right down the middle. And it is turned back by Brewer, but Quinn right on that loose ball. Quinn fans. Ellie gets it back. Ellie doing some stick work near midfield, plays it over to herself. Now gets it up. Skowhegan up to Mayo. Grace Mayo takes it down low, right on the edge of the circle. Mayo pushed away from her. That's a very good defensive play there on the near side by Sadie Persad. And now a whistle. And it's going to go to Brewer.
Brewer, I think, defensively, they've given up 4 goals, but they've been under constant pressure. They've got something to build off, I think, and there's still plenty of game, let me be very clear. But defensively, they're doing some really good things, I think, that will benefit them going through this season.
Mayo got it into Conway. Conway, and a violation on Skowhegan on Conway there. So it goes back to Brewer, and it's alley flag.
For Brewer, I think as they go through this third and fourth quarter, obviously game 1, I think it's going to be developing some other ball handlers, some playmakers besides Flag.
And the other thing to keep in mind is you are playing Skowhegan, and oftentimes you don't look good when you play Skowhegan.
True.
Not everybody is Skowhegan in Class A North, and that's something that these Brewer girls can't lose sight of as they get ready for the rest of their schedule.
That's what I'm saying. I think defensively there's been unfortunately you hope you could break the shutout still in the quarter plus. But defensively, I think there's some really good things they're doing that I would not surprise me at the end of the season. Look at Brewers, one of the better defensive teams in Class A.
Kennedy from way deep worked it up. Morneau tries to kick it out. She partially fanned on it. You couldn't see it behind the awning. She got just enough of that ball to disrupt the play.
And Morneau was able to get enough of that, and Skowhegan couldn't control while she was that far out of the goal.
All right, Riverhawks back in control of it, leading here 4-0. 2 minutes left in the third, but now cleared. Can Brewer get it out? No. Gemma Kennedy jumped up. Gemma far side. Gemma checked there by Lydia Jordan. Brewer had it for the moment. Now Kennedy again with it. It's almost like they have 2 or 3 extra players out there sometimes. Right to the side of the cage to Mayo, and Grace couldn't get a stick on it. Goes out.
Skowhegan, if they start controlling half of those stretch passes, good gosh, they're going to be dangerous. Because like you said, much like soccer, if you can control the midfield, a lot of times you can control the game, and Skowhegan seemingly controls the midfield with 2, 3 players max.
1:15 to go in the third. 4-0 Skowhegan. Riverhawks on the check. They keep it in.
Savage driving into the box here.
Yep, here she goes with Mayo right up there. They get it in deep. There is Conway. She can't get a stick on it, and it's knocked out of the circle. Good stick handle there by Jordan to get it out for the moment beyond the 25, but right back in it was Savage, but a violation on Skowhegan, and it'll go to Brewer here. 45 seconds left in the third. Midfield, the check.
And that midfield line has been like a wall for Brewer.
Lucia Siren with the check. Now Kennedy. Kennedy to Savage. Sedalia Savage at midfield. Savage has 3 points today. Gentry comes up and checks. Jayla's such a strong defender. So good. Gets it over midfield. Final 15. Brewer with the steal. Quick whistle. Goes right back to Skowhegan, though. Gentry. Not much time left to do anything. 5 seconds left. Pass to Quinn. Quinn has a goal, and that will run the clock out for the third quarter. 3 in the books. Paula Dowdy, 3/4 of the way to 600. Score after 3. Skowhegan 4. Brewer nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally tackle that window project, here it is. Renewal by Anderson's incredible window replacement days. Get all the benefits of Renewal by Anderson's exclusive and easy replacement window process. And save a lot of money while you're at it. An immediate design consultation, exclusive Fabrics composite material windows, and precise installation by highly trained certified master installers. You get it all during Renewal by Anderson's window replacement days. Call Renewal by Anderson today and take advantage of this limited time offer and special financing.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Today's game brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less online at cmautogroup.com. Galen, if you can get a shot beyond the field hockey field to the football practice that's going on across the way over there, because tomorrow night those boys, the Skowhegan Riverhawks, will take on the Wyndham Eagles in high school football. That's our football season opener tomorrow night, 7 o'clock here from Reggie Clark Field in Skowhegan, as the Riverhawks begin defense of another championship here at Skowhegan High School, their Class B football title against the Wyndham Eagles tomorrow night at 7. 4-0 here. Back on the field hockey field, as Skowhegan has scored in each period. Quinnan Conway in the first, Kaylee Bruce in the second, and Sedalia Savage in the third.
Yeah, and again, what you said I completely agree with. A lot of teams that play Skowhegan this year are not going to be happy with how the game goes, and they're not going to play their best game. But again, with Brewer, he's been defensively, he's been under attack the whole, really second and third period. I thought they did a nice job in the first, and Skowhegan kind of settled in after getting that first goal. And there's a lot of things I think Brewer's doing defensively that are going to really be good for them going through the season.
And again, you don't want to lose sight of the fact that you're playing a dominant team here in Skowhegan, and I think Brewer has actually done a pretty decent job, all things considered, especially playing defense. Their offense, because they have been on their heels so much defensively, just hasn't been there. Yep. They've had just no possession time in the offensive end. But you talk about getting a chance to work on your play in the defensive zone. They're getting a chance here today.
Yeah, Morneau looks like she's going to be a good one. I've got her down for 8 saves against 4 goals.
Yeah. She's played well. She's shown confidence.
Yes.
And that is huge.
Yeah, especially against the Skowhegan team. There's been several goals or several shots that could have been goals, but her confidence and aggressiveness, I think, have changed that as she's kicked them out and gave her defense a chance to recover.
All right, Alberico on the attack. For Skowhegan, Alberico wearing number 5. Now it's knocked back into the Skowhegan end for a brief shining moment there by Lily Goodwin. Now Skowhegan back up to Alberico. Alberico bats it to the circle. With it there is Quinn. Ellie drives it to the net. Alberico pokes at it. Now it's loose to Kennedy. Kennedy playing up. Kennedy at the edge of the circle, taken away by Brewer. Kennedy almost got it back. Kennedy did get it back, and we've got interference called here on Kennedy. This turf field, this natural turf field here at Skowhegan, is the pride and joy of former athletic director John Christopher, who worked diligently on this, and his work is very evident. It is beautiful.
No, and today, like you said at the beginning, just a little breezy, but man, what a nice day.
Perfect. But the field, as far as natural grass fields to play field hockey on, it's as good as it gets.
Now, the real question is, who makes more divots, an entire Skowhegan field hockey game or Mike Violet playing 18 holes?
That's a slam dunk easy answer. Me. That's where I take Skowhegan. I take them right to the cleaners. It is not even close.
The Savage, I think, little taking a second there. Maybe got whacked on the ankle.
Well, Lady LeBlanc still has the ice bag on the head, as you might be able to see on the sidelines, walking around with it on her head. I don't think we're going to see her again, and they don't need her. They're leading 4-0. Pretty much all of the game played without her. That happened in the first.
Yeah, she officially threw the jacket on, so I think she's finite for today.
She got an errant stick to the head, purely an accident. All right, a steal by Quinn. Ellie. Over midfield, she's got a goal. She scored the first goal for Skowhegan all the way back at the 6:36 mark of the first. Up now to Alberico. Alberico with a shot. It's blocked. Coming up, Morneau. Loose ball, and it ends up in the net. And it's Layla Conway with her second.
Alberico shot that, and Morneau came out to challenge it. But Conway, like you said, was able to gather possession of it, kind of spin around with a backhand there.
Layla at 2:54, and it is 5-0.
Conway's second goal of the day.
So to recap the scoring, brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Quinn, Conway, Bruce, Savage, and Conway. That is the scoring summary of this game. Layla with 2, the only multi-goal scorer in the game, and it won't be the last game this year that Layla Conway scores more than 1.
No. That puts her, I think, as well. Yeah, Conway now tied with Savage for 3 total points.
Brewer with it. Yeah, the Witches clear it out. That was an errant clear by Olivia Gilmore. And right now, if you're Brewer, you just want to score.
Yes.
It's going to make the bus ride going back to Brewer a lot easier to take if you can get a goal.
Like you said, first game of the season, a phrase we used a lot during the spring high school season was iron sharpens iron. And so, defending state champs, a good one to have on the schedule is a measuring stick. But, in the first game of the season, a Brewer team that only has 1 senior, hey, look who wandered over here. What coaches, right?
Yes, it's Mike LeBlanc.
That's what I thought.
Coach of the Skowhegan baseball team and the Skowhegan girls basketball team. All right, up it's Conway. Conway with a pass over to Noyes. Noyes able to get the ball, and then Morneau came out, and Noyes still right there as Skowhegan has a great scoring opportunity, but turned aside by Macy Morneau.
And again, that's the type of play again for Morneau. It's 5-0, but it could be 10-0 not for her playing.
Yep, she's played a solid goal. All right, a giveaway. It's flag.
Take a shot in the dark. I'm imagining Coach LeBlanc is related to the injured LeBlanc on the sideline.
Yes, he is Laney's dad.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
He's chit-chatting about it with the AD and whoever else is sitting over there.
Brian Jones and the trainer, Chris, I can't remember his last name. They're chatting over here to our right on the side of the press box. It's a conversation, I'm sure, very lighthearted given that it's 5-0. And the ball rolls out right near the scorer's table. And right back in with it, Lucia Siren. Siren into Quinn. Ellie bats it up the right side. There's Mayo. Mayo's open. Mayo to the middle. Going to the net, Savage. Savage in traffic. Savage kicked away by Morneau. Another one from Morneau. Another shot, and that is blocked. Boy, Morneau standing tall. Boy, when Sedalia Savage is coming at you one-on-one and you make the save, you've done good.
Well, not only that, Atwood got a pretty good rebound chance there. One of the defenders got their stick in the shooting lane, though, and deflected it wide.
All right, Skowhegan still on the offense. 8:50 remaining in this one. They lead at 5-0. Another one of our new sponsors we want to thank is Joseph's Market, famous for fine meats, Front Street in Waterville. Glad to have them aboard. I'm a huge follower of Joseph's on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Their Facebook page is the most delicious Facebook page ever.
High praise. The question is, does that mean now that Joseph's Market sponsors the score that you and I, like at some point, one of these tailgates, there's going to be some ribs fired up somewhere?
Do we get some
us?
like promotional sausage out of this or something?
Just curious.
You know, it's something that I think should be considered.
You know, they cook up some ribs and serve them up here in one of these press boxes. I'd be happy to say a lot of nice things about them.
You know, when you see some of their Facebook posts of some of the delicious treats they offer in the meat department at Joseph's, oh my God. Some of the sausage they make, wow, I have got to stop and pick some up because over the weekend I cooked just some regular old hot sausage. But I want to.
Not the same.
I want to go with. I think they had a beer and cheese one.
Oh yeah.
All right, Layla Gentry got the worst of that, and literally came out of her shoes. And Trainer, who we were just talking about, ready to run out there, but Gentry looks like she's going to get back up. She and her shoe. And Layla is okay. Jayla is okay.
That flag, or excuse me, the card, I think goes against Jordan Williams, which is the second time today. Because the first one was blue, that one was yellow. She's not happy about it either.
So Jayla's good to go. So is her cleat.
Yeah, you wonder maybe just got the wind knocked out of her a little bit, need an extra second.
And so Skowhegan with a player advantage, and Lainey LeBlanc has thrown the ice bag in the trash. She's done with that. Looks like she is all right. All right, Skowhegan on the attack with the advantage. Leading here 5-0, 7.5 to play in this one. They have scored in every period. Whistle, and the ball will be awarded to Brewer on the violation.
Brewer, since the second quarter, I think has gotten, I would say, 2 legitimate offensive chances.
It's been quiet in the goaltending department for Macy Morneau. Here's flag, pocket picked easily. That was ice cream there on the steal by Mason Atwood. Atwood fires it up. There's Conway. Something you don't see much. She was beaten to the ball.
Well, that one to pressure, though. Brewer knocks it out of bounds, so basically serves its purpose as Skowhegan gets possession.
Atwood cleared to the middle inside the circle. Ball is right there. Batted around, still loose, coming up more. No, loose ball. Atwood tries it again, looks for a deflection. Got a deflection, but off a Brewer stick, and it kicked out to the other side. And they will award it now to Brewer. So it's a Brewer ball here with 6:19 left. In the fourth quarter, they trail 5-0 to the Skowhegan Riverhawks. Skowhegan with a steal. They keep it in. Mayo inside the circle, comes out, and blindsides a Brewer player, comes away with the ball. Grace Mayo drives to the net. Now to Conway. Conway tried to give and go it with her, but it didn't work. And now Conway on the near side. Just inside our shot. Nope, it's going to go to Brewer. Now Brewer gives it away. Quinn inside the circle. Picked off there by Conway. Backhands it up. A kick out saved by Morneau. 5.5 to go. Morneau has been very good. Another kick out by Macy. Not a tough shot, but it came in. And that one goes wide. Mayo had it in her feet, couldn't do anything with it. Now falling down, Quinn. Look at her handle the ball after falling down. It's like it was nothing. It's all like it was a natural part of the play.
Yeah, Skowhegan's got a lot of really good ball handlers. Quinn, Conway, Savage, Gentry,
here's
LeBlanc.
But that play there by Quinn, that showed so much natural ability. Inside 5 to go.
That's what I was talking about. I think for Brewer, it's one of the big differences you see here. Skowhegan has several different playmakers. Savage, obviously, one of the big ones that leads the way, and that lets your offense be diverse, and so you can create off of multiple players handling the ball.
Siren blocked. Siren got it back, but it's going to go to Brewer. It's Aaliyah Richards. Richards, not a flag. Flag cleared it up. Skowhegan all over it. Riverhawks work it up midfield. There's Mayo. Mayo and Atwood. Mayo circles, blows right by the defender.
How about that?
Here is Mayo. Yep, Grace Mayo, a sophomore, to the circle. Mayo head down, ahead of steam, laid it back off. Now back out front, Savage with it as Mayo goes to the net. And now the ball is cleared out. 3:45 left in the fourth quarter. Savage with a steal, stick handles. Savage goes right by Flag, but it's stolen. And cleared out now by Abby Flag. She went by Allie, and then Abby took it away.
Savage definitely got bonked on the ankle there. A little slow here. She's trying to get back to midfield.
Yep, she is a little gimpy. See if Paula Dowdy does anything there. Meantime, Lainey LeBlanc got another bag of ice, a fresh bag. And the ball's out at midfield.
There comes Conway. They're calling for.
Yep, Savage. Yep, Sedalia Savage coming out. And coming in for Skowhegan, Faith Peace. Or Pease, I should say. P-E-A-S-E, Faith Pease. Faith is a freshman. One of many on this Skowhegan roster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 freshmen on this roster.
That's just scary for anybody else because you know Skowhegan's going to be pretty good regardless. Now you got, as you've said, Mayo's played some big minutes today as a sophomore. That's a problem.
Yeah, and Mayo, the sophomore, looks really good.
Yes.
She looks like a really good offensive player for a sophomore. That's out, and it'll be out off Mason Atwood. We always talk about it. They reload. I mean, they've been doing it for decades. Reloading.
Savage is a junior. Provost is a junior. Noyes is a junior. Alberico's a sophomore. Called her name a lot today.
Yep. Just restock the shelves. That's all they do.
Factory. Field hockey factory.
Yep. Atwood. I think in the Bangor Daily News story that Larry Mahoney wrote about Paula Dowdy and her induction into the National Hall of Fame, she referred to it as the Village.
Okay, that works too.
And that works for me. The field hockey village that they've built here in Skowhegan.
I mean, it's hard to argue. Again, since COVID, with that whole debacle of losing seasons, they're 35-1, and the ones so they were a runner-up. They've been a runner-up and a champion.
$1:20 left, and Skowhegan cruising up here 5-0. Riverhawks with it in the offensive zone. I've said that a million times today. That's going to go out. And it'll be Brewer ball here with a minute to go. Flag eventually is going to start to play here. Here we go. So barring something wacky going, Brewer's going to get shut out. All right, inside, it's Siren. Siren lost it, taken away from her by Olivia Gilmore. Siren got it back. Lucia Siren tried to get it over to Quinn. In the corner, that's going to be out, and it will be Siren. 23 seconds left. To Quinn. Quinn's shot didn't get through. Ball inside the circle. Quinn with another whack at it. And now it's going to go to Brewer here for the final possession of the game. 2-1, and that's it. So the Skowhegan Riverhawks begin defense of their Class A championship and win 5-0. And in the process, Paula Dowdy has 600 career victories on her birthday, no less. So what a day for the Skowhegan field hockey program. They open up defense of their Class A championship in style with a 5-0 win. Paula Dowdy on her birthday gets a great gift win number 600. We'll come back with our post-game show, run down the scoring, and more right after this. This is high school field hockey on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our videographer is Galen Neal back here post-game at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, where the Skowhegan Riverhawks have shut out the Brewer Witches by a final of 5-0. Career win number 600, just announced by Athletic Director Brian Jones to the roar of the crowd here this afternoon. And, of course, Coach Dowdy also voted into the National Field Hockey Coaches Association Hall of Fame. But let's talk about the matter at hand, and that's the game we just witnessed that Skowhegan won here by a score of 5-0. Ellie Quinn got it started for the Riverhawks in the first, as you see here. Skowhegan on the attack.
There's Quinn backside.
Yep.
Not going to get many easier than that, like you said the first time.
Yeah, that was about as easy a goal as you can score for Ellie Quinn. So that made it 1-0 in favor of Skowhegan. And then Layla Conway did what she does, which is score goals. This was her first of two on the day. Skowhegan led there 2-0 at the end of one. And so in the second period, Kaylee Bruce scored for the Riverhawks. The push down the left side, ball ends up in, and Bruce scores to make it 3-0.
How about that, too? Savage so many times. There's the Bruce goal. There's a couple saves there by Morneau before that, especially Savage one-on-one. Here, another opportunity. Again, Brewer just so many times. I think Morneau played such a good game. I think I had her down for, I believe, 11 or 12 saves.
Boy, she was really, really good. Sedalia Savage about to score the fourth Skowhegan goal of the day in the third period. And again, the awning in the way, and apologies for that.
It did happen.
Yep.
We can't tell you that it did happen.
We promise. And Savage scored to make it 4-0. That came at exactly the 8-minute mark of the third, and I can't tell if it's happened yet or not.
Yeah, and this will be goal 5.
All right, so this will be Conway's second goal of the day at 2:54 of the fourth period to account for the 5-0 final. You mentioned Macy Morneau, I thought played very well. It could have been 10-0 here today. She made some really, really good saves. And again, not to belabor the point, but if you're Brewer, you don't want to get too caught up in this. You lost 5-0 to the best team in the state. That even though they lost a lot of talent, they return a ton of talent. And so you want to keep it in perspective, because I think in the end, when you do that, you realize that we played pretty well. Our goaltender really showed us something, and if we play like this against most of the other teams in Class A, we're probably going to win a whole lot more than we lose.
I agree. I think defensively there was a lot of things they could build on. They were under fire. From the second quarter on, they just could not get past midfield. Skowhegan controlled the ball from period 2, 3, and 4, and were exclusively in their offensive zone. And in those combined periods, they gave up 3 total goals. And 3 in field hockey, is still a fair amount. But when you're just under pressure the entire time, I think you again look at Brewer did a lot of good things defensively that they can build on. Goaltender, talked about Morneau, you saw some highlights from her as well. And to your point, too, it's hard to get started offensively when you've got everybody back and playing defense the entire second half and then some.
Yeah, and you got Michaela Provost, some game action, brand new goaltender for Skowhegan, got her some game action, a chance to get her feet wet, and of course some other players stepping up in the Skowhegan program, pretty much in their first extensive varsity action, and it all went well. So congratulations to Skowhegan, a great job beginning defense of their Class A championship, and of course the 600th career win for Paula Dowdy. Just an extraordinary number for sure as she continues literally her Hall of Fame career.
As you see on the field cam there, some balloons, flowers, kind of a whole celebration there.
Yeah, going to be a good night for Paula and the Skowhegan team. We are right back here about 24 hours from now for high school football tomorrow night. Skowhegan taking on Wyndham. Game time is 7 o'clock. I'll be here along with AJ with the call, so we will talk to you then. So that'll wrap up our broadcast here today. Again, congratulations for Paula Dowdy. For Galen Neal, our videographer, for AJ Knight, I am Mike Violet saying so long from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School. Final score in field hockey this afternoon. A successful beginning of the defense of the championship. Skowhegan 5 and Brewer nothing. Thanks for being with us on Sports Radio 1160. WSKW, The Score.
This high school sports presentation on the place for local sports, The Score, has been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Joseph's Market, the Harry J. Smith Company, and by Computer Improvements. For all your local sports action, keep it right here on the place for local sports, The Score.